Can I tell you this right now?
What?
And I'm being 100% serious. Like, I know you think you're like cool, but you're just a pretty girl. You dress like a goddamn dickhead. I saw a bag lady wearing this exact same outfit.
But that's what makes me so cool and brave is like most
brave.
Yeah, because
like you think because you put camel pants on, you're brave.
And a very large, bright sweater. I'm not afraid to be noticed.
No
I'm not afraid
shit.
to be noticed.
It's screaming that you want to be noticed.
And not that I want to be. I said I'm not afraid to be.
No. Yeah. Okay.
No, this is what like celebrities like. They're like, I gotta go get the mail.
Yeah, and then they still put a lot of effort into.
Yeah.
Also, like, what celebrity isn't like go get the mail, Prudence or whatever their.
I've always wanted to be like,
is.
when's the last time Beyonce did dishes? Yeah! Woo! They're idiots. Coastal idiots. Coastal idiots. Coastal idiots.
He lives in New York.
She lives in LA.
Two for both weirdos.
Talking all day. Can't tell if they like each other. Incest couple, sister, brother.
Doesn't even really matter anyway.
They're idiots. Coastal idiots.
Oh my God, so embarrassing. But it's the sexiest thing I've ever heard. Here, you guys listen.
I got some live dates for you. July 18th and 19th at the Lab at Zany's in Nashville, Tennessee. August 7th, Jamestown, New York, the National Comedy Center. August 9th, Lafayette Comedy Festival in Lafayette, Louisiana. Please, please, please go to www.shaneisacomedian.com or www.punchup.live/ShaneTorres to grab your tickets.
I got asked to do this Will Smith thing where he had all these young stand-up comics.
Clayton English did it, didn't he?
Yeah. Clayton and I were on it together, and like, we were all, like he was like kind of like doing this, like I'm gonna help you guys. These guys are great. I love comedy.
Was it a show he was putting together?
Yeah, it was a show, and it was gonna sell to Netflix, right?
Cool.
Yeah, and
was this pre-slap?
It's just like rearranging the lighting right now while we're taping.
I love this.
Me too. Thank you, Keida.
Was this pre-slap?
Let me get to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was myself. Megan Gailey was there. Sean Patton, Punky. There was like a bunch of good comics, right?
Yeah.
Barron, and he was like taking us around Vegas. We were doing shot. Like
really?
We were like drinking some, and then like, we went to a Topgolf, and we went to this, like, he took us to this giant rooftop on the Strip, and, like, it was very cool and very generous of him, right?
Were you guys, like, filming this? Were you riffing?
Yeah, it's all filmed, but, like, and then we did a show, and I think Topgolf had something to do with the sponsorship of it somehow, so, like, their bar upstairs, they put a stage in and stuff, and, like, it was cool. But also, it's like, everybody that was at the show was, like, watching Will Smith watch us.
God. Was he on the side?
Yeah, he was like watching. He had a good spot. Like it was cool. Yeah. But it was also like I was also like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for material, and like so I just told this story and never really ended up anywhere. I don't think about how I moved my dad into a homeless shelter, and everybody was just like, ugh, and Will Smith was like, wah! Like,
that's so good. It's also like
not the tone of
it's Vegas, Topgolf.
Yeah, and
people are taking shots.
I'm just like, yeah, it was. He moved in with this crazy meth head after. And
thank you.
Yeah, cover more of her face, please.
Thank you.
Everybody, this is Keida on camera. Yeah.
This is the Keida uniform.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And they're like, it's probably gonna go to Netflix. This is a good thing. And I was like, great,
Yeah.
And then, fucking, pandemic hits. They don't know where it's gonna. We finished filming on that.
Yeah.
And then. Pandemic is like it's gonna go on Roku or not Roku. Quibi. Quibi was the one on the phones, right? That was like
it was almost like shorter than Vine. What I remember.
It was like 6 minutes clips or something.
Yeah.
Quibi. It was they had invested all this talent money into like A-list talent and
from Netflix to
and
Quibi.
It got sold to Quibi, right, instead of
Really?
Netflix. Quibi crashes, so it's like it never aired on Quibi. Like, so it was just in this kind of weird limbo of like, what are they going to do with it? And then at the end of the day, they're like, "Fine," we got an email. It's like, it's going to be on Roku. And we were like, okay, whatever. You know, it's still something, you know?
Yeah.
And then it comes out on Roku. Literally the day later, like, Will, like, slaps Chris at the Oscars. And then Roku sends an email. It's like, it's not going to be up for too long. Like,
oh,
yeah.
That's hard. That's heartbreaking.
I mean, it's fucking worse things have happened. And it was like, there was some relief because I don't think it was like my best performance. You know, like, so, it was still very cool to hang out with Will Smith and have him be like, oh, that's an interesting idea. And I was like, you know, having everybody like freak out around him was fine. It was like, there was some shit. So the girls were like, I get it. Like he's
what
like,
do you mean?
Like he just has like a charisma that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I
you
can
know?
see that.
Yeah, like
Is it forced?
I mean, like, honestly, to me, he was super nice and like, hey Shane, how are you? I think he's very good at like reading. At least then he was good at reading energy like of people. You know, like because to me, I think he could. I was like comfortable, but I didn't want to like try and pull things out of him for camera. You know, like I wasn't like, and he was like, he was very catchy. Like, hey Shane, how are you? Nice to see you. Like it was very like, and we would just when we were talking on camera and stuff, it was very
comfortable.
Yeah, well, easy. Like it wasn't like you could. I wasn't like we weren't like riffing. It was just we weren't trying to get something. We were just like having a conversation. Where some people you're like, you know, you did this, and I remember you from like yeah. Like so it was interesting that way.
So, but I guess Roku was just like, we're never airing it, and
it came out. I remember I watched it for like 10 seconds, and then it was not back up there. Yeah.
I don't know if those are stand-up fans watching that.
Yeah. It's also like, it's fine. It was a cool opportunity that just didn't like that. My friend Lance helped me get, and
that's cool.
It was great. And then also, the woman, the DP, really liked herself some Shane.
Really? DP DTF?
I think we were there. I think we were really close. And then like we just like we were like texting and shit and like we were like
it got quibbied.
Oh, it was a CISO.
Dude, there's so many of these.
Yeah. There is like a weird thing. Like I have a CISO hoodie somewhere. Do you guys remember CISO?
I don't even remember CISO really.
CISO was a comedy-only streaming platform. I think it was NBC, but it was like just kind of ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
I think Cameron Esposito did a special with them. Maybe Bosane.
Well, I remember pandemic. I was still in Atlanta, and Kevin Hart was there, and he kept like, you know, we were booked on the Laughing School, the home club.
Oh, he was
like,
there working on a
every
movie or
night. Every night was like canceled. It's Kevin Hart show, Kevin Hart show, Kevin Hart show, and he was like kept popping up to the school and working on new material, and was like he was filming a movie for what was one of the ones? What was the one? What's the T? Tubi. Is Tubi still out?
Yeah, Tubi, I think is still doing well.
Then it must have been Quibi. He was filming something for Quibi.
Yeah. Oh, he had a series on there or something.
Yeah. And then boom, pandemic hit.
Yeah.
Like obviously the club shut down. All the
clipped it like just
everything gone.
Yeah.
Wild how much.
It's fast. We're like I had to follow him at the cellar. And
hard or not?
No, I did it.
I like how our phones are going off because we're ready to use.
Hey guys. 817-540-6501 is a scam number, and it's somewhere in Texas. So, just so you know, when it calls, I would like for you to bombard them back.
Answer it and be like, "Help! Help! I'm in a trunk."
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
You gotta do it.
Hello. Hello. Well, fuck you too.
Watch, it's just Shane's brother trying to reconcile.
He texted me this morning. He goes, I felt like such a piece of shit this morning.
Why?
My brother texts me, and he goes, "Hey, how are you?" And I was like, "Well, good, whatever." And then he goes, "There's something I want to ask you about." And I go, "All right, here comes the favor." And I was like, "I'm not giving him any money." That's what I say. And he goes, "Christina and I want you to be the godfather of the baby."
Oh, you jerk.
I know. Yeah.
You feel bad?
I felt real bad.
You should.
Felt worse when I told him no. No. But yeah, he's got a new baby on the way, and
Oh.
yeah.
Well, you haven't even seen it yet. How
Yeah.
do you know if you want to be the godfather if it's not? What if it's not a hot baby?
Ew. First of all, the phrase alone is disgusting. The phrase alone is disgusting.
I mean,
what if it's not a hot? What if, Catherine? If it's not in your family, it's going to be fine. Were you a cute baby?
No.
No.
Horrid.
Yeah.
Horrid ugly. Adorable from 1.5 to 5. Then got pretty busted from about 6
Pretty calling yourself busted.
to about 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was a slow blossom from there. And I'll be honest, I keep blossoming.
Yeah. The flower's not wilting at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day a new petal. Oof.
That was an adorable baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
You can see it though.
Funny how that. No, I can see that.
Yeah.
Did you have a ton of hair?
I don't think so.
I can see you crying like this. Ah. Ah. Ah.
It's just my impression of you crying as a baby. Just like, but the suitcase is so big. Won't you help me carry it upstairs?
Yeah.
That's what Catherine did 15 minutes ago.
Oh, I would. I know. Poop didn't stay in my diaper, but for 2 minutes. I'll let everyone know.
Here we go again.
Oh God.
Here we go again.
What?
Poop.
The fucking gross. I don't know what it is about.
You're
young
disgusting.
Comics.
You and Laura together were.
You really? Are we really gross?
Hey,
No, this is what girls talk about.
Hey, it's
I
hold
know.
on. It's,
I
it's
only
somebody
hear
else.
it every
I gotta
fucking
learn to turn off my phone.
podcast.
Hello. What's up, buddy? What are you doing?
I just walked out my front door. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee.
Nice.
I'm going into the city. I'm getting a poster or a picture
isn't-
for our bathroom.
Nice. It's a good day. Sam, you're on the podcast right now, just so you know. Catherine and I are recording.
This isn't spam. This is Sam.
Oh. Well, Catherine, I gotta tell you, you really gotta work on the programming for this podcast. If this is making the air,
Listen,
holy hell.
it's a live stream when we're getting desperate. Plug your socials.
Plug your social, Sam. Tell the people where they can see you.
Really, Sam Evans. Can I plug? I'll tell you what. I just booked a date. I'm recording a special 7/26, July 26th at the Gutter in Brooklyn.
Attaboy.
A lot of dead mom material. Everybody, come
perfect.
out. be
Oh, you should be our
sad.
dead mom guest when we do that episode.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of dead
Catherine
mom
and
stuff
I's moms
today.
are dead too.
Oh, Dead Mom Club.
Bambies.
Welcome to the DMC. All right. I love you, buddy. This podcast will probably be out by the time you record your special, so we'll probably give it a push.
Awesome.
All right, I'm back in town
Bye.
tomorrow
Have a good
night. I'll
one.
call you.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you too.
Okay, speaking of dead moms, let's get to Facebook birthdays.
How fun was that answering when he,
I thought it was spam, and I thought it was a Chinese person in the factory in the moment, being like, "Please buy our children's clothes." Okay,
let's do it. You want to
let's
start?
get to
You
Facebook
start, please.
birthdays. Yeah, I can't. So Shane and I had an idea where we would go onto our Facebooks and just go scroll down the birthdays and find some ones that we had a funny story about, and then the other person would write on their birthday wall.
Yeah.
On their wall for their birthday. It's harder in theory than you would think. So,
Yeah, because it's kind of Facebook is so. Oh no, it's kind of hard to remember some of the people. You know, like.
yeah.
Oh, I got a good one.
All right. Oh, okay. You go first.
So, when I did JFL, I got it. Did you do New Faces?
No, not yet.
No. Well,
They're
it's-
still asking me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, guys, how about melted faces? Go on. We'll
Can I
tag.
tell
We'll
my
tag them too.
Can I tell my story?
Yeah.
now?
Sorry. You asked me the question.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask for that. Fucking Christ almighty. I did New Faces with my best friend I lived with at the time, Ian Carmel, right?
Yeah,
he got
great.
it at the same time when we lived in Portland. He did
Oh,
repped,
fun.
I did unrepped.
Yeah.
Right? And I remember we started around the same time, so it was like when we got it the same year.
That's cool.
It was very cool. And I remember I was leaving the apartment, I was like, hey man, I already knew. I go, did you hear about New Faces yet? And he goes, we're not supposed to tell anyone. And I was like, we're not either. And we like hugged. He was like, this is crazy. We're going to make it. You know?
Yeah.
He's doing great. I am a podcast that is yet to air.
He just had a baby.
But he did just have a baby. Yeah, he's married, owns a house. His wife is a best-selling author. Dana Schwartz, Anatomy of Love Story. Check it out.
Oh.
New York Times bestseller.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. I have Catherine. And, but we go.
Anatomy of a Story.
He is belle of the ball. He is at New Faces, gets everybody's interested. All these people want to rep him. And it's going nuts. You know, like he was just like, they're giving me. He did like a, you know, they have the JFL galas. And he goes like,
explain to people what JFL is if they don't know, really fast.
Just for Laughs Montreal is a big festival.
Just for Laughs, JFL.
For comedians in Canada, obviously, if we're allowed to go over there after the tariffs. But if you get New Faces at this point, it was still like you are on your way to having a good shot at a very good career, right? Like it's kind of like getting into a good college for a comedian,
right?
Like,
New Faces there was 2 categories. You could get picked for New Faces repped, New Faces unrepped, and it was pretty much a showcase. And for repped meant that you already had management or whatever, but there would be like
unrepped was what I was, which is like. Maybe he'll get management, and then like there's TV executives at these things, and
and they're coming to watch you.
You could be a good fit for this sitcom, or like come meet with our production, shit like that. It's just a good opportunity, right? Like getting into a good college. Ian crushes. He gets a TV set at the gala, and he comes up to me like, he goes, "Oh my god!" I was like, "How's it going?" He goes, "Good, good." He goes like, "They're giving me TV," and I go, I didn't know what he meant, but I go, "They're just giving people TVs now?" I'm like eating shit. I literally thought he was going to come back to our apartment with a flat screen that I wasn't allowed to watch.
You also weren't allowed to watch it?
Yeah. Like I just it was only getting I was in a dark fucking haze. And
wait, how did your set go?
The two of the 3 went well, but it was kind of like distant. I was in a college dorm that didn't have Wi-Fi. That was like what the housing they found for us. Yeah, and it was like. They misprinted my passport. That was a whole thing. I remember I had a paper bath mat. So my feet were like sticking to it. It was awful. Everything sucked, man. And I was just drinking so much. And this guy.
Were they like renovating your bathroom?
It was dude.
Like
I'm so fucking. I'm still
like
fucking mad about this. I'm still fucking mad about this. It was such a an event that cost me a lot of money and time.
Yeah.
And and it wasn't panning out for me, which, I mean, also, this is an event that might cost me a lot of money and time that might not pan out.
This right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
I think we're going to, actually, I think we're going to do really well. Maybe. We'll see, Keida. But I get one card. One guy goes, I'm in management. Give me a ring.
Are you unwrapped?
Yes, I was unwrapped on the festival. I get it. Jim Serpico. That's his. I got a card from a man named Jim Serpico. One of
love you're using his real name.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? He gave me the card. Yeah, I mean it's fine. Ian. I came up. I had one card. I came back to the apartment. Ian had a fucking phone book of cards. It was just like UTA. Every abbreviation for an agency was just like
LMNOP.
He moved to LA like 3 months later. Already had a writing job before he got down there. You know, he was crushing it. And I go, all right, I'm going to come down to LA and meet with this manager, you know, see how it goes.
My heart.
Yeah. Sends out.
We shouldn't be dissing on Jim Serpico. It's this Jim Serpico. He's co-founder with Dennis Leary of Apostle, a production company
that was
in
the
New York
company.
City.
Yeah, I know. I haven't dissed him. I just said he gave me his card.
Good guy. He's complaining about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? You're complaining about it. I am complaining about it. I'll tell you why. Because he sent out his assistant to meet me in the lobby. That's where I had my meeting. So
hold on, with the assistant the whole time?
Yeah, no, he was not. He did not come out. So
shame.
So I mean, he might be a good guy, but that was the extent of my JFL. So happy birthday, Jim Serpico.
Is that who you? I thought it was for Ian.
No.
The birthday is Jim Serpico.
Yeah, it was Jim Serpico.
And your main Facebook, your normal person Facebook, you're friends with him.
Yeah, but
oh, this is beautiful. Okay, write on his wall right now. You have to write on his wall.
Okay.
Wait, that whole story was to get to his birthday?
Yeah. Yes.
Holy
okay,
shit.
here it is.
Yeah, I'm a really good storyteller.
That was great.
Yeah, I'm impressive.
Hey, Jim Serpico, happy birthday. This is written from my assistant. In the bathroom stall.
I accidentally just posted a blank thing.
Even better.
I'm so funny, yeah. But you'll get it. But
happy birthday from my assistant, written in the bathroom stall.
Okay. But to his credit, every time I've seen him since, he's been nice, which has only been twice. But
what, when he's
well,
rushing?
like I saw him at a show at the Improv or something like that. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah. He was like,
Call me.
Yeah. It did break my fucking heart.
That is.
He didn't do
that
anything.
whole situation is. That hurts my heart, and it all makes sense now. That would harden somebody.
Yeah. Oh, you think I'm a hard person? No. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he did anything wrong. He just didn't meet with me, and I had a meeting with his assistant.
But you're like next to Ian, watching Ian explode.
Yeah,
That's hard.
And he's like, I'm gonna have dinner with Ian and his perfect family later tonight.
Oh God! Oh, this is rough.
Yeah.
Annie is a perfect. You mean tonight or back then?
Tonight, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But look at you. You've got a chain.
It was a gift.
You have a chain on.
It was a gift from some woman.
And a memory chain. A
memory chain.
I'm gonna buy
and what
charms.
is Facebook but a memory chain?
I'm gonna put charms. I'm gonna get charms for you to put on there.
Fuck you are. Let's see.
All right, mine is again. This was hard. Okay, so I landed on still very, very good friends with this person. A woman named Mary Page, one of my best friends from college. I went to the University of South Carolina.
Go Gamecocks.
Go Cox. I thought growing up in Kentucky, I was Southern. I thought growing up in Kentucky made me Southern.
Yeah.
And then I went to the University of South Carolina. And I was like, I didn't even know. There's mannerisms I didn't even know. Like when my parents said my name, I'd be like, what? In the South, if your parents say your name, you say ma'am or sir. If you said what, you'd get a beating as an adult. You know what I mean? So this is my friend Mary Page. She's from Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, girl.
And my favorite thing was she was one of those girls that was like so tight with her mom. She had a brother, and her mom clearly like wanted a girl. And then they had Mary Page, and her mother was like, and this will be my fifth limb. Dog, and she would call her mom about everything. Like if we were out and like I tripped on the sidewalk, when we got in the car, she'd be like, Mama, you won't believe what KB just did. She done tripped over herself. And they all had like these sayings. Like she'd call her mom if
she done tripped over
herself. And she'd always like put lotion all over herself. And she'd call her mom and be like, Mama, I need more Jergens. I'm dry as a chip. And they had like these little sayings always, like tennis shoes weren't tennis shoes. She'd be like, I gotta go to the gym. I'm gonna go put on my tinny pumps. And she'd be like, she was so naked, Mom. She was naked down to her butter beans. But my favorite thing
I like am a person who loves a Southern colloquialism and uses them in my act and everything all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. But these are great. Yeah.
But my favorite thing was like,
is she single?
No, she done got a baby named Ann Thomas.
Oh.
But my favorite thing, like her mom was so sweet and just wanted to like. Her name was Dana, or I love Dana to this day. Dana.
She's like, get in here, Catherine.
Yeah, she kind of got kind of a raspier voice. She's a cute little woman. She'd be like, KB, come on in here, KB. Tell me about what boys you kissing on, KB.
You know, I got a nephew that's just real handsome.
Love him.
It's that kind of thing. Yeah.
My favorite thing though, like if Mary Page, if we went out. And, like, because Dana would come visit most weekends.
Yeah.
And, like, but she just wanted Mary Page to have fun. So if Mary Page went out and, like, stayed out, Dana would just be in her bed the next morning waiting for her to come home. And she'd just come home and she'd be like, okay, Mary, just go take a shower and then get in the bed and let's talk.
Oh,
I love it. They all went shopping Mary Page. They're the family that
this is Mary Page or this is Dana's birthday?
This is Mary Page. I would wish Dana happy birthday, but it was last fall. But they love Chevron and they have monogrammed everything. You know, their keychains are monogrammed. Their tinny pumps are monogrammed.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I miss you all the time.
I miss you all the time.
Tell your mother
Tell your mother.
all the secrets in bed. No.
Tell your mother I'll tell her about my wild night out.
Yes.
Night out. Post.
There we go. All right, everyone. We'll be right back. This is Coastal Idiots with Shane Torres and Mathrin Mathford.
Call this number and I'll represent you in court. Mathrin Mathard.
Hey, man. You need a little pick-me-up, huh? I got something real nice for you. Just don't tell nobody, all right? Check it out.
Hey y'all, it's your girl K-Biz, Catherine Blanford. I've got some tour dates coming up. July 17th and 18th, I will be in Appleton, Wisconsin at Skyline Comedy Club. July 31st through August 3rd in Sunnyvale, Cali at Rooster T. Feathers. August 9th and 10th, I will be in Oklahoma City at Bricktown Comedy Club. August 30th, I will be at Adams Theater. And Adams, Massachusetts. September 5th and 6th, I will be in Springfield, Missouri at the Blue Room Comedy Club. You can check it all out at CatherineBlanford.com. Toodles!
Oh, God. That was...
It's weird going down memory lane.
I know. And it's like, you're like, if I can... I remember when I did JFL, I was like calling my mom every day, and she was like, "How's it going?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, good." It just makes me want to. I wish I could talk to her still.
I know. My mom's birthday's coming up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wish I knew if she was proud of me.
I wish there was some way. I mean, I'm sure she was, but
Thank you.
I wish there was some way we could talk to them.
You know what?
What?
I saw a 1-800 number for a mystic on the side of the highway on the way here.
Well, call it. You took a picture of it?
Yep.
It's ringing?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was fast.
What's happening? What's that?
Oh,
What are they?
no. What have I done? Could it be?
Who are you?
It is I, Zoltax.
You're 1-800 Zoltax?
It's me. I'm here.
Zoltax from the 101.
Oh, my God. What are you doing here?
I'm here to connect you with your mothers.
Oh, my goodness. I'm kind of nervous.
I've missed her every day. What? Can we ask them anything?
Anything you want.
Is this your crystal ball?
Yeah, I couldn't transport the crystal ball, so this works pretty well.
Let's get started.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this day for 11 years.
Thank you for being here, Zoltax.
Yeah, I lost my shirt in the transport too. I don't know what happened.
I think you look good.
Thank you.
Thank God you kept your hood on.
But
It's not a hood, okay?
what do you
It's a
call
mystic wrap.
Somehow you lost your shirt, but you kept your
Zoltax?
gem.
Zoltax, I want you to know I'm sorry about her already. I didn't. I'm trying to be understanding of your culture. I'm not just-
Zoltax.
There's a cataclysm of an energy going on right here.
I know. It's pretty
Right.
shitty. Try being its business partner.
Can you hear any of my inner thoughts?
Yes.
What am I saying?
There's so much going on inside your head at all times.
Is it just screaming, me, 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 me?
There is a lot of nepotism. There is some sarcasm. There are a lot of to-dos that you have.
Yeah. It's always
What's on
a
that
to-do.
list? What's on the list?
Get eggs. Re-download the apps.
Yes.
Call my mom. Ugh.
That one's been on there for a
That
long
one's been
time.
on for a while.
So 2026 resolutions too.
Yeah.
Well, then, maybe we should jump into it.
Okay, I'm really nervous.
All right, Catherine, you go first, please.
Okay. I guess the first thing I should ask. Well, I know we're talking to our moms, but I just want to. Is my dad there with her?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Spirits, is Catherine's dad with her mom? No, but kinda.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, fuck. That's kind of sweet, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dark question. Also, my dad isn't dead.
Ooh.
He's just,
In spirit.
yeah.
In
See,
spirit.
in spirit works both ways. Up there,
does.
and we're with them in spirit being
Yeah.
down here.
You can
just-
play on both sides.
Yeah, well, you know, obviously. Like,
Right.
Your
Yeah.
shirt's in the other world.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if, like, my mom, can she find love up there? Is there options up there as well?
You want your dead mom to get boned down in the spirit realm?
Yes.
Hey, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 9, 6, 9, 6, 9, 6, 9. Okay. Ooh, this one's a little tricky. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, there's the 6. Try not to think about it.
That's a yes.
Okay. Can I ask one for Catherine's mom?
Of course.
Did you like Catherine's special? Available now on YouTube. What's it called? Kentucky Horsewoman?
Catholic cowgirl.
Catholic Cowgirl.
Wait, have
Some
you
of
watched
these
it?
answers could stick with you forever. Are you sure you want to know?
Man, I need to. I'm sorry, Zoltax. I didn't mean to be so informal.
Thank you.
We need to know. It's not. I don't know if I want to know, but I need to know.
Does Catherine's mom think her special is watchable? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Not even did she watch it.
Catherine's dead mom.
Is it watchable?
We know she's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. Okay, and no, but kinda.
Okay, let's ask one for my mom.
It's my special is for a certain audience. It's for lonely 50-year-olds, men and women.
Okay, this is for my mom.
Okay.
How do you feel about the Mexican people now that you married and divorced one?
Ooh, okay. Ice, ice, baby, too cold, too cold. Okay, what is this? Everyone in heaven is a Christian.
Is that yes or
Well,
no?
they're
is just-
predominantly Catholic, so I think she likes them.
This
what
is
she
just
said.
what's
I think-
coming through me, and also
Yeah, no,
this.
yeah,
Okay,
we
Just-
understand. Yeah,
just
these are
know-
not. This is not you.
This is not me. This is me being spoken through.
This is
Right.
like,
Just a vessel.
Yeah, this is like
Right.
if
Don't
every
shoot the
if
messenger.
the tunnel for the Holland Tunnel was responsible for every dickhead that drove through it. You're just a conduit. It's
For
not-
sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Zoltax, do you believe in God?
Yes,
Oh, really?
I do.
See how they did not have to go mystic for that?
I do.
What is
I
God?
believe in a lot of spirits, though.
Really?
I do.
But what does God look like to Zoltax,
Well,
the all-seeing, all-knowing?
to one, God looks like different than to you.
Right. Oh.
God looks like a horse to you.
How could you tell?
Oh. I thought I saw it.
It really.
You've got
To you,
quite
God
a
looks
third
more
eye.
like a bowl.
Like a bull?
Like a bowl.
Like a What is, and what does God look like to you?
A Dalmatian.
I got another question.
If anybody has any more questions for their dead moms, send them in at this email below, and we'll get to them eventually.
Or the number, what you can call to. Being from Kentucky, which one of your cousins is Catherine's real father?
Mother, brother, sister, father, mother, brother, sister, father, mother, brother, sister, father. This reply is hazy. Try again.
They got
You
into
can't
the,
remember.
They got
Usually-
into the bourbon that night. Do you have another question, Catherine?
Yes, I do.
Hold on. Oh.
Oh,
You're getting something else. You're picking up on something else.
You do not want to know.
Oh, Catherine.
okay.
I always thought you had a little bit of a.
I just want to know.
If we could turn the temperature down here, my nipples aren't hard enough.
It's really cool.
You could hang.
Oh, okay.
You could touch your flash. You could hang your Mystic head wrap off of that.
I could.
And do you?
Sometimes.
What's it like in the
spirit realm?
Yeah, the Mystic. Well, the Mystic community really is what I was going to ask.
Oh, the Mystic community. It's sometimes difficult to be friends long term with the Mystic community.
Like other professionals in it.
Yeah, because it becomes really competitive.
Because I honestly, I don't traffic in your circle too much, but I have no issues. I just have
you
not.
do other kinds of trafficking. Who uses the word? Who uses the word traffic as a verb?
Yeah. A spiritual bull.
Well, ask the crystal ball. Am I involved in some other kind of trafficking?
Traffic, red light, yellow light, green light, red light, yield, stop, yield, stop, yield. Stop. Are you involved in some kind of other trafficking? It was a different time.
But back to my.
Hey, I want to ask your mom a question.
You want to ask my mom a question?
Yeah, I want to ask Shane's mom.
Be respectful.
Do you think Shane's gonna really make it? You know what I mean. Do you want to know this answer?
I don't. I'm just horrified.
You know what she means. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, blue, green, red, yellow. Roy G. Biff.
Roy G. Biff.
Let's go with lucky number 7.
Ooh.
No, but kinda.
It's so funny every time.
Well.
Can we finish off asking? Wait, you told me you had a question because I asked. I always wanted to know.
What kind of Mystic community are you involved in?
I don't know.
Well,
I always see you guys outside of haunted houses.
Well, because people are more willing to believe in us, so we kind of camp out in certain areas. Kind of like in New Orleans, like those are natural places for us to go because people are on ghost hunts. They're more willing to believe in psychic spirits and stuff. So we camp out where
you look for the likely demographic?
Yes.
Yeah. So like when...
Like you do comedy at a comedy club, right?
Yeah, you look for comedy fans.
Right,
yeah.
You look for comedy fans
But
there.
like when I go to Target and then there's Girl Scout cookies for sale, they know I'm going to just like... They're sitting outside. They're like, this guy's going to...
Right.
Yeah.
He's already big. His grocery basket's full of food. Why wouldn't he not want more?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you see girls walking around, like in the locker room... When you see girls walking around a pool or in the locker room with a towel wrapped around their head, is that cultural appropriation to you?
No.
Okay. Because I do it. I just wanted to make sure I'm not being offensive.
Wait, you're afraid you're gonna get canceled for towelhead?
Yes.
No, you're good.
Okay, thank God.
No.
There's a lot worse things I'm going to get canceled for. Can we ask my mom if she likes what I've been doing with my makeup?
Catherine's dead, Mom. Do you like the contouring?
What was her name?
Rita.
The lips, Rita. Oh, it came to me. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here we go, and... Spirit world. I don't like this answer.
Oh, no.
Let's try again.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Everyone in heaven is a Christian. So she doesn't
It's too
like
much.
It's
It's too much.
You need to tone it down.
I've
a
got
little
the
bit.
devil's mask on.
Let's ask my mom one more
Will you
question.
ask the bed one?
Yes. Did you know I had sex in your bed after you and Dad got divorced?
Shane's mom.
What's her name?
It is.
It's in. Lorraine. Yeah, it's Catherine.
Wow.
Wow, fuck.
You've got a type.
Shut the fuck up.
Catherine, were you aware that Shane blew fat loads in your bed after you passed away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Buckle my shoe. Ew, goo, shoe, gooey, gooey. And
Ew, go, Judy.
unfortunately, yes.
Zoltax, thank you so much. This has brought us great closure.
Thank you for summoning me here. And you can do the same if you call this number below.
What's your rate, Zoltax?
It's
And just like that, him, his third eye, and his 2 nipples
Gone.
disappeared. Wow. I don't know if I could say that was cathartic.
I don't know either. But I think we should get to our next guest.
I think we should
We take
too.
our calls and get to our next guest. I'm excited to have him.
I know. I want to hear other people's stories about their time in a funeral or their mourning process,
Agreed.
huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be right back. This is Coastal Idiots with Shane Blandford and Catherine Torres.
In the spiritual world, are there genders?
No.
No. Not at all.
You can hook up with as many different kinds of spirits as you want.
Wow.
in the
As
spirit
many
world.
at one time as you want.
Yeah. Spirit gangbang.
Yeah. It's just ghosts going in inside out of you.
What is in, what is out.
Whoa, that's such a good point.
Yeah.
Once you're in, it's all out.
Right?
Go ahead,
Okay.
Catherine. Jesus Christ. Once you're in, it's all out.
That's right, honey.
I do like
guys-
the way that sounds, actually. That's
Huh?
the slogan for the podcast. Welcome to Coastal Idiots. Once you're in, it's all out.
Yeah, and
No.
we're about to get it all out with our guest
Jeremiah
Watkins.
I don't say Coughlin was another comic I knew.
I thought you were gonna call. I thought you were roasting me, calling me Jeremiah Cockins, and I was like, "Wow, what a greeting!"
Well,
Jeremiah Cockins,
It's
everybody.
big.
I got a fucking bone to pick.
Hey, here we are.
Jeremiah Watkins.
Look at
I
this
am
guy.
so sorry. I told
Hello?
myself that in my head before we announced that he is Watkins, not Coughlin, and I still fucked it up. And you guys couldn't even look more different.
We'll fix it in the edit.
No, we won't. No, we won't. You know what? We'll just take him out.
Yeah.
what does Jeremiah Laughlin look like?
He's short,
No, not you.
round,
Not you.
very huge red beard.
The most opposite.
Oof.
He's quite a bit closer to me than he is to you.
Doing some projecting, huh? All right.
I hate me and him is
Cool.
me.
All right.
Once you're out, you're in.
All right.
If it does kind of look like if you guys had a baby, it would be me.
No,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have a girl.
Yep. Yeah, send it back.
Not in this America.
You just have like a tough little, like you'd have the meanest kid in improv. That's the kid that you guys would have. You'd have a bully improv, and yeah,
Improv bully?
yeah, an improv bully.
No butt. Get out of here.
That's what your child would say.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Jeremiah's
First of all,
here.
thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, seriously.
I just got here. There's still. Did you guys have a guest on
another
before?
guest
There's still
before.
like there's
God.
still some kind of like fog or something that's in here.
Well, honest to God, man, if we told you about it, it would be hard for you to believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's Catherine will give you the number, and you can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
it's
don't-
like you should call it if
Right.
you have
All right.
anything
If
you
you
want answered.
if you hear some voices talking to you, where you were sitting, there was a lot of there was a strong energetic field.
Okay.
So
I had a chocolate in the lobby. Thank you.
The
They've
lot.
got lobby chocolates here. Pretty cool studio.
It's a
How
nice-
many places have lobby chocolates?
ooh, we got lobby meat sticks too.
I missed the meat
Ew.
sticks.
Oh, you gotta grab one on the way
Really?
out. Yeah.
Are they for
You got-
humans or dogs?
Well, you know.
Don't say my choice. Don't say.
Well,
oh, It's either one or the other.
A purebred dog is going to eat a nice meat stick.
Okay.
You know? So it's one of those.
All right.
Low-grade
Everything you
human,
say sounds
high-grade dog meat stick.
Okay.
Call it that. Okay, so we just had a moment, and Shane and I were talking to our mothers, and
Through a
we're
medium.
sharing stories of our funny times in the funeral home and the mourning process. I used to have a bit about, and this was true. I was 22 when my mom passed, and so this was like the first bit that ever took off for me.
All right.
I was an asshole, but
Some people do anything for the views.
No, listen, maybe I'll bring it back. But I was the only girl. Like, I just had brothers and my dad, and so they were like, you should pick out mom's funeral outfit. And I went to her closet to pick stuff out. But we were kind of similar in sizes. And so I was like, this is cute. And then I'd be like, but it's cute. And I'm like,
You were similar in size before or after she died?
Before, after, but she was a bit smaller.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, she's a bit deflated.
Gotcha. Yeah. Want to check.
It would be. It's kind of nice to think of your mom just being like, "Do you really think you need that cookie?"
Yeah.
Like
At the funeral home, too?
Yeah. It's just like I know you're sad, but
yeah, and she's
a
like,
lady should never put on pounds.
she's like, William's coming by to visit. You sure you want to eat that cookie before
Before Bill
the
gets
boy?
here.
Before I thought the boy that you should be with is coming.
Ooh.
Yeah, everything I saw that was cute, I was like,
Did you keep them?
yes.
Yeah?
I finally ended up putting her in a dress that I was like, I'd never wear this. And then I did ask the funeral director, though, this is effed up. She had cancer, she had chemo, and so she lost all her hair. So in the casket, we put her, like, a wrap around her head. And I
Our guest had a wrap.
Huh?
Our guest had a wrap around our previous.
She did. My
previous
mom was
visitor.
culture appropriating
Wow.
a
Did you
medium.
put a head wrap on her?
I asked if, like, I could have it back.
The head wrap.
And?
No, they said it's, like, it's full of chemicals now.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think
been
it
treated.
is.
Huh? Yeah, no, it definitely is. They were like, you don't want to have this touch your skin after. Is that messed up? Do you guys kiss the body, by the way? Also, I remember as a kid when my grandpa died, I like thought it was so cool that I could go up and kept kissing him when he was cold.
Ew. What?
Have you ever kissed a dead body?
I've touched one, but not kissed. I had the wherewithal to be like, this is not going to be a good call. But I wasn't excited like yourself.
You're not even trying.
I was like, kept being like, we can do this.
You kept just
fun.
kissing your.
Yeah.
God, you are this person.
I know. I took a naval body shot off of Shane yesterday. For
But
our
are you
art.
fucking? Hold on. Are you comparing me to the corpse of her grandfather?
I mean, same hotness.
Your body was quite cold.
Wow.
It was softer though than.
Oh yeah, there was no embalming.
None of these
fluid
are
in that.
compliments when you're talking about bodies. Well, fuck you all very much.
Did you bury your parents or cremate? You want a Wawa?
You want some water?
I might have to.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Thank
You know when you swallow and it hits the wrong tube?
Uh-huh.
It just happened.
What took my dad out?
Yeah. Yeah. All this weird dead talk. I was laughing at a weird part and some saliva went down the wrong tube. I had this I used to do this joke. Thank you.
Thank you, Keida.
This 90s comic character that I have that does like these these kind of these kind of one-liners, and it's like, so I dated this fat psychic. She kept telling me she was a medium. She was at least a double XL. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Because she's a fat psychic.
I think there's some guys doing that in Austin now.
This just in.
Both my parents. You're gonna get a hoot out of this, and then we'll get to the calls. I've kind of told this before, but when my dad died, he was so broke, he had to. Used to do this as a bit, but he had to sell his grave plots before he died.
Oh yeah, God, it's nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we cremated him. We didn't know what to do with his ashes. Mm-hmm. So when my grandmother died, his mom, we just put the urn in her casket.
Wait,
So I would just say, yeah.
Are you
So I
supposed
would
to
just
do
say my
that?
dad moved back in with his mom
Dude,
because he
that's
was homeless
awesome.
for a little while. So
That's
it was like a long,
awesome.
chunky bit. But then, like when my mom died, we buried her in Ireland.
That's great.
That's where she was from, obviously.
Did
but
you
it was
have
like
to ship her back?
No, well, like she was like 400-year-old. Like the gravestone had been there for like 200 and something years. It's like a really old graveyard, and like so, like I
Old
would see,
family,
yeah,
kinda,
family
yeah,
upon
yeah.
family, like
Her gravestone had been there for 200
her
years?
family's gravestone. Like so, like my grandfather is buried there, or his remains are
Right.
there. Yeah, and then so we did cremate my mom, but we like took the ashes and buried them in Ireland.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, so both of my parents live with their folks.
Oh, God. That's messed up of you guys.
Yeah, I got nowhere to go. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Leave it with your grandparents.
No, because it's a veterans. My grandmother was buried next on my dad's side. Was buried next to my grandfather, and it's a veterans graveyard, so it only goes one generation.
That's the rule?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think they're just going to be like,
Oh,
my
this-
grandfather served in the Great War.
Yeah, they're going to be like, can his comic grandson also be buried here?
Yeah, also buried her.
He was a veteran of the road.
Yeah, so I don't think you can do it that way. I got to figure something out.
He did say a lot. This is all you're going to pay me? I'm a vet.
I'm a veteran of comedy.
Yeah.
But that's let's just get to the goddamn calls.
Wait, do you have any
You have dead
Dead
funerals?
relatives?
yeah, or funeral stories?
One funeral that stuck with me was one of the first dead bodies I ever saw. Was when I was a real little kid. My next door neighbor, he was a teenager that was going to go visit his girlfriend, and he fell asleep at the wheel, and he died.
Oh.
And so I saw him open casket.
Why would they do that?
I know. It was very sad. And I was a little kid, and I remember seeing him, and it looked like he was wearing a mask of his own face.
Why? It was just because he was so beat up?
Yeah. And it just looked like I'd never seen a dead body before, too. So,
So
also,
like
who
just
knows?
then whatever happens naturally in the decomposition.
Yeah. So that one was brutal. That was the first dead body I saw as a little kid, and I was like, "Oh, my parents should not let me see that."
Yeah. That's like a weird one when you get the first. You get it,
Yeah.
you're like, oh,
Yeah.
no shit.
Yeah. But my grandpa was open casket, and some of my other relatives and stuff like that. That one didn't affect me as much as the one when I was like real.
You
That
saw
one's
that
very
one?
jarring. That's tragic from cover to cover. Like I think with like
yeah,
a
he's also
grandparent.
young
Yeah,
person.
young. It was very sad. Yeah.
Do you think it was her fault?
What?
The girlfriend's?
No.
Was she just
She
talking
shouldn't have been
a
like,
lot?
maybe if you come over.
I don't know what was the reason for needing to drive through the middle of the night to come back, but
It's very sad.
yeah, sucks.
God, that's rough.
Yeah.
I cannot be serious at a funeral home or at a funeral. Something about being it so serious and so quiet. And I think maybe it just reminds me of church and being like, all I wanted to do was cut up and entertain.
Yeah, because that's like the last thing that you're supposed to be like,
Very
quiet,
self-respectful.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I remember when my mom died, I probably didn't mourn until like 2 weeks after we buried her. Cause I was like, everybody's in town. All my friends are around. They have to laugh at whatever I say.
Good God.
I mean,
You are fucking broken.
the belle of the ball.
I mean, I got a free crowd here.
I know.
We might as well capitalize on them.
Yeah.
What do you got, Catherine? What do you want to do tonight when all the funeral services are done? I have an open mic, and I would really love for you to come.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I got a lot of new material. I remember this is so messed up. I remember
I
like,
just got a new chunk I'm working on. My
dude,
mom
it was
just
so
died.
messed up. No, I did. Okay, I didn't get clips. I hadn't started comedy yet, but this is messed up. I would realize. I think this was a little subconscious, but like if I posted anything, like if I posted like an old note of my mom's, if I just put that on Facebook or Instagram, it got so many more likes that I've never gotten before, and messages.
Did you get addicted to it?
Fan mail. Yes.
Fan mail.
Yeah, I was like, ugh, people keep telling me they're sorry. I can't respond to all of them all the time. I think it was subconscious, but I did get addicted to like
Hey,
posting.
are you that grieving comic?
Yeah.
I love following you.
Hey,
you're so fun, Catherine. Hey, can you post more dead mom content? I love
Hey,
it.
everybody, your next comedian is one of my favorites. Her mom just died. Everybody, Catherine Blanford.
She doesn't kill, but her mom did die.
Yeah.
Give it up for Catherine
That's as
Blanford.
close as we're getting on this one.
The good thing her mom's not around to hear all this bullshit.
That's why she's got the 12:30 spot.
I'm gonna work on a lot of that material again. You guys are doomed.
Well, let's take. I got this one story. I went. My friend Josh died, and I think it was like 17, pretty young, and
God, that's young. That's hard.
I went to.
Yeah.
My mother said to me when she goes, you have been to so many more funerals than I ever was.
Whoa.
At your age, yeah. And
I think as
she goes-
comics in general, I mean, later on.
Yes.
yeah, like you see a lot of.
We have way more. I think we are affected by way more deaths than the average person by far.
For sure,
why?
but and also your umbrella of people just gets a
Yeah.
bit wider
That's
too
it.
because you
For
have
sure.
that brethren of like just like that kid was so nice when I met them wherever or like so there's a bit of that.
Or you feel like you know people more because you just see them on social media a lot.
Well,
And
also you end up doing the same clubs, and there's just that connectivity there
Yeah.
where it feels
Or-
like even if they're more coworkers or like loose acquaintances, you're like, yeah, I still knew them and had interactions with them.
Yeah.
and
Or
stuff.
if you like did a weekend with them when you started
Yeah.
out and you have this like maybe you're not close anymore but you have this like affinity for a moment you had with them.
right, you had
yeah.
a close 3 days
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off. You
No,
said
you're fine.
17?
I think it's an interesting but Kellner died and we were at the funeral. We were young, and like this guy was just taking pictures at the funeral.
Of you guys?
Yeah, of everybody. And I was like, which I think is weird, because he wasn't
It
like
is.
a famous person.
Right.
And then later, he got our addresses somehow and sent us the picture. I got the pictures in the mail.
Oh.
wow.
No,
Oh.
no,
Ooh.
not. It wasn't a day I
weird?
really wanted to.
It's hard to capture that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, like there's pictures of us standing like in front of his casket.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, yeah. It was bizarre.
I don't know. Yeah, I have this horrible picture of myself. The moment I found out Brody Stevens died, and I don't know why. Like, because I got the text, and I don't know why. I literally am bawling snot, like tears flooding, and I took a selfie, and I have no idea why I did it. And it's in my phone, and I've looked at it a couple times. I'm like, this is awful. I don't know why.
What compelled? Yeah.
What if it was
don't know.
Brody?
Huh?
What if it was Brody?
Yes.
Post it.
Get the likes for me. Yes, you got it.
It is like a weird way. Like, I mean, I understand the intention of a picture is like, and I think this is diminished greatly, but like, the intention of a picture is to like remember a certain moment. But now we take so
Yeah.
many pictures that
Yeah.
like rarely you remember anything. Or
Yeah.
the feeling of that moment.
For sure.
But you actually have
It's
one.
it's a very visceral photo. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just kind of an
It
interesting.
is kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
Like, you will have that, and it's
Oh,
probably...
I knew. It's what's weird about it is like when I look at the photo, I literally know the exact. I can picture the coffee shop that I was like
Oh.
in Canada shooting this pilot that didn't go.
No, I remember that show.
Yeah. And it was just like this weird thing where like I got a text, but then I went on socials, and you start checking.
and then it's like a flood. Of
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't like, and you're just like, why are all of these people like? I don't.
Yeah.
It's weird that that's how you grieve it too. Like it's so public. Grief is so public now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
I know.
I kind of despise it in a lot of ways, but I also.
It's
I mean,
bizarre.
not that I'm not guilty of like David Johansen died this week, like last week, and I like posted the thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't fucking know him or anything.
Yeah. It's like you don't know what else to do.
Yeah, and it is
Right?
it is how it is done now. And I guess everything like that starts out as some kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you feel like you have to say something or
Yeah,
make some
or you-
memorable mark about it.
yeah. It's interesting.
But I think it's kind of cool. It's like another way for our legacies to be a legacy.
Yeah.
that
Well,
nobody else,
first of all, strong choice award with legacy for what we're doing. Legacy is like
My clips will be out there forever.
The Rockefellers are a legacy.
No, my crowd work legacy will be out there forever.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, crowd work legacy.
Yeah.
2 words that shouldn't be in the same sentence.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Rife.
That should be a verb.
Why don't we take a few calls?
Okay.
Yeah.
Take my rife, please.
We asked.
Yes.
We asked everybody for funeral stories. Here we go.
Hey, so as far as funeral / wake stories go, years back, I used to deliver for Jimmy John's, and this one day I got sent out on a delivery to deliver a tray of sandwiches to a wake, and so basically I went in and I brought the sandwiches to the lady. She paid me and she gave me a nice tip, but she had clearly just finished crying, like her eyes were puffy, holding a tissue and everything. And, you know, she gave me a nice tip and I just went on autopilot into like my customer service voice, and I just said like, "Hey, have a nice day." And then she gave me this look like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And then, yeah, I just got out of there as quickly as I could. That's my story.
I wish you'd been like, "Have a Jimmy of a day."
I said, "Thanks for ordering fast and quick service."
Yeah. Was that freaky fast enough for you?
You pull out a survey.
What the fuck? Yeah.
It's so funny. Also, he took her tip. You go.
Well, you don't.
Do I take the tip?
It might have been digital. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, you take the tip because you go like, I'm not giving this person another thing. Like I couldn't today. You're like, I would take it just to like, I would just take it anyways. But like, I would think like giving them another thing to have to be gracious about. Would be like kind of.
Yeah, it's nice.
They don't care. She's giving you a tip. You're getting a very good tip that day because someone died.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Like, and well, what did you have for food at your mother's wake?
Oh God, it was all like just homemade shit. You know, it was like deli sandwiches and mac and cheese.
Different people brought different dishes.
Yeah.
We did like at my mom's. It was this friend of mine. She owns a Jewish deli back in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
It's the only one I think.
Yeah, that's an oxymoron.
Yeah, but my mom was like Irish from Ireland, and we just had Jewish comfort food at her funeral because she was just like, "We're doing this." Like she was like, "We've been friends for years," so she goes, "I'm going to take care of it." And she just came over to my house and set everything up, and everybody was like, "This food is great." And I was like,
"There's some latkes."
There were latkes. Yes. There was just a bunch of pastrami. Like we did the whole thing. It was like the food was great, but it was also, and then it was just a bunch of like guys who were like, because my mom was very like, had all boys, so like her home was littered with other boys, like all the time. Like she just always had like, she was kind of a secondary mom to a lot of people, even though she was working on like everybody who got their girlfriend pregnant, since my mom was a nurse, was just like, all right. She would talk to them like, "What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you're a fucking idiot. Like, what's wrong with all of you?" So they were like, they because some like 2 or 3 people came with babies that like my mom was like, "Well, it's here," you know, like it was like that kind of shit. It was very but like I remember just everyone was drunk and like I had some buddies from Portland come down just to be supportive, and they were like, later they were like, "The people you grew up with scared the shit out of us." Like all like tattoos, like, you know, they all, there were so many people there that have done time and shit. Like, so
who on work release.
Let's get another call, please.
All right, so the next one's Anthony Horizon.
Hey guys, this is Anthony from Arizona. In about 2007, I went to the wake for a friend and.
Anthony Horizon.
I'm sure you're right. But to hear him go, Anthony from Arizona. This is Bill from Seattle, Washington, D.C.
Anthony from Arizona.
Hey guys, this is Anthony from Arizona. In about 2007, I went to the wake for a friend and former tattoo artist of mine that his ex-wife put on. It was an open casket viewing. He was a bank robber. I believe he went by the accordion folder bandit, and he got caught, got bailed out by his then girlfriend. There was like a whole police chase. It was crazy. But anyways, we're at the wake. His girlfriend's family show up. There's a humongous fight. There's pregnant women fighting. There's fake hair and fake fingernails falling off everywhere. At one point, I grabbed his ex-wife, and her uncle and I pulled her in to the, ceremony hall there, and we're trying to get her to calm down. She pretended to faint on the first pew, and when he and I backed up away from her, she popped up, and I grabbed her from behind. She kicked off of her uncle, sent me flying into the casket with the body. I almost knocked it over. Police were called. It was insane. The next day I didn't even go to his funeral. I just went and bought myself a car. I had to change something. It was a trip. Anyways, love you guys.
Anthony, that's truly the best call I've ever. I thought I had some wild fucking funeral stories.
Almost knocked over
Inside
the
the casket is terrifying.
That's fucking. I love that she faked fainting, like
What a
like an
woman.
old actress, like she's on a couch.
And then-
I'll tear your fucking head off.
Yeah. You know that guy.
That's like the way a
how he
meth
wanted
addict
it to go.
reacts, like when they bottom out.
Can you
like,
imagine thinking like, okay, I think she's
She's
going for you.
She's like Pulp Fiction.
God,
You know that's exactly how that guy wanted his funeral to go.
You do.
Yeah, a little smirk appears on his
Yeah.
face. It's all going exactly as planned.
You see the spider tattoos on his lips, like the web gets just a little wider. Former tattoo artist friend bank robber was the least crazy thing in that call. They called him the accordion bandit.
Yeah,
we're gonna
Is that what he said?
figure that out. Like what a wild.
That's so fun.
God.
And his ex-girlfriend put it on. He
That's
had a
crazy
girlfriend.
too. That your ex-girlfriend had to put it on, like somebody.
There's pregnant women fighting.
And also just like I do love if you put on a funeral for an ex, there is a real sense of like that's the one that got away.
Yeah.
Like there's something unsettled there.
I don't know. I think she ran away a good bit.
Well, she ran back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, that's lovely.
God.
Or is that like her? Is that me not even wanting him back? But I just hate that he moved on so much that I'm like, I'm gonna put his funeral on just to dig at his girlfriend.
There is.
I'm throwing it.
Yeah.
No, honey, I know, but you guys were only together for 6 months, and we were together for 7.
Yeah.
Like,
So good.
That's such a territorial shit. Yeah.
What a petty
Like what a
way of wanting to
just
throw the funeral.
Serious grief mongering.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How beautiful. Let's see. There's nothing that can top that. I don't think. Let's do another one.
The next one's just like it was sad.
Yeah.
Maybe not Soup Cody.
Not Soup Cody.
Oh, pause for 1 sec. That bears some. On Kyle and I's old podcast, we had this guy who would just call in and leave soup reviews.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah, so he would just be like, soup. This week we're talking about clam chowder. Oh my gosh. So that's what that is. So thank you for still listening.
Sorry for being a piece of shit. Funeral story, man. My cousin got killed in a car crash when she was 18. She was a very sweet and beautiful woman, very Christian woman, and we had the funeral, like the wake or whatever. We're sitting there, and the funeral director had her iPod that had been given to her by a family member, and they were like, "Oh, we'll play some of her songs," in the background.
This ain't good.
So I'm sitting in the parlor next to my dad. And it's like, and this is like 2009, so it's like Katy Perry and Panic at the Disco and a bunch of,
Cute.
teenage bullshit. And dude, I swear to God, I'm sitting there next to my dad, and then one song ends, and the next song starts, and it's like, "Hey, little mama, whisper
Ying Yang Twins.
I love this song.
It's a fucking whisper song by the Ying Yang Twins.
Let's freaking go.
Comes on her iPod and it's playing in a fucking funeral home. It's a whisper song by Ying Yang Twins. If anyone's not familiar with that song, of course, is "Wait Till You See My Dick." And man, I just got up and went and smoked a cigarette outside.
Didn't change it.
You were too horny.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope my grandma didn't hear it.
That is
good Christian woman too.
It was awkward as shit.
That is
Bye.
that is speaking to me to be like, go ahead and make your funeral playlist now.
There is
and make it as dirty and raunchy as possible.
There's your. I like how you're planning ahead, like the president or a king of a state, like a head of state would. Like,
all I want is a huge party, and then I'm gonna make a playlist like that, and I will have my neck, my back.
Mm-hmm.
I will have the whisper song. I will have push it.
what is your? Do you
Salt and pepper?
Yeah.
You just like that one? That's not a dirty one.
Push it real good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Is
It's
it?
a little.
That's about
What do you
about
think-
sex?
What are you
Really?
pushing?
Where did you grow up?
But push it real good is about sex, really?
What do
Push
you-
it real good.
Yeah. Oh, like.
Is it?
Like thrusting is
Really?
what I picture. Yeah.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I'm not. I've never thought about it. But push it real good. Bam, 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 bam. No. I gotta look up the lyrics of this one. I've
Please go ahead.
I've never thought that was a sexual song.
Now I
I've never
see-
thought that was.
Jeremiah's just at home with his young boys playing it in the living room.
They did also do. They did. Let's talk about sex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Talk
this
about
would
sex,
this would fall into the coverage of their catalog.
I've literally never thought of that song as sexual at all.
What the fuck?
Salt and pepper's here.
Do you have a funeral song? Do you ever see High Fidelity? You never saw it, Jeremiah? Did you ever see High Fidelity? It's a great movie. John, you've seen it, John Cusack. Yeah, but John Cusack has this like he always is like facing the camera, points and goes like, "I've always had this dream that at my funeral, this beautiful woman would come out and sing, 'You're the best thing that ever happened to me.'" And because they did the whole thing is like top 5 songs for playlist of top 5 songs for certain scenarios, like top 5 songs to listen to on Saturday morning, top 5 songs for a funeral, and that's how he gets to that and goes, and he's just like, I've always had he just like you're the best thing that ever happened to me. I don't even know who sang that song. Do you know, Keida?
All right, I guess it's about.
Is it about?
It's about sex, I guess.
Is there a line in there that gives it away?
Yeah. Can't you hear?
Jam your cock into my.
It says, "Can't you hear the music pumping hard like I wish you would? Now push it, but push it real good."
Yeah. What do you think they're pushing a broken down car?
I always thought I was a little kid. I thought it was like push pops. Push it real good.
Even that was a little sexual. This speaks to the way like you're able to like create a bit of wonder in your act and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're very like.
You're forever Nickelodeon.
Yeah, like there's a
What do you mean? I don't understand what you just said.
You
Catherine.
can't say that on television. It's very. I thought it was push pop. That's adorable. Mom,
the push pops are here. But push it real good.
She's just like, ugh. And then every time your dad sees you eat a push pop, he gets real horny.
Yeah, what's going on?
Dad never likes to watch me eat my push pop. He used to go in the bathroom.
Dad's stressed when I get up. Boy, I'm stressed. Have a push pop. Let's do one or two more and wrap it up.
Pizza delivery.
It's gotta be the same as Jimmy John's.
I was doing pizza delivery in Portland, Oregon several years ago, where I got a 5-pie order that was to be taken to a house about 20 minutes away. It's a pretty normal order until I showed up at the front door, and there was about 12 people outside smoking several different sources of weed, pipes and doobies or whatever, what have you.
Doobs.
And then they said, "Oh yeah, just take the pizzas inside." So I go inside, and there's a matriarch met me and was like, "Oh, please come in," and set the pizzas in the kitchen. And so I walk into the house, and I see that in the living room is a full-on hospital bed that is surrounded by family and friends, and in the bed is a extremely elderly woman who can't be more than 10 seconds from passing on to the next life. And so they are having a pizza party passing. This woman is about to die, and I'm delivering the pizzas for her. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I just keep walking into the kitchen, set the pizzas down. I get them to sign the receipt, and then I say, well, I hope that you have as good a day as possible. And then I left, and they were all, people were in various stages of crying and getting high, and that was one of the strangest deliveries I've ever been.
Oh, it's so good.
He was 10 minutes late. Don't tip him.
It's crazy to think at the end of your life, if you're old enough, you have no control over the end or what people think or anything that's going on.
It is nuts. Like, you don't know if that was like that old woman was a teacher and she's like, I love throwing pizza parties for like what, you know, like you don't even have any idea. But just if I saw that bullet pointed, like just like
how much
shows up, people outside smoking weed.
Yeah.
Hospital bed, a woman who has not died yet. I'd be like, oh God.
What if
like, but you don't know.
Seconds away.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What if they're like, leave the pizzas right over there, like on top of her?
They're using it as a source to keep her warm.
Yeah.
Can you leave the hot bag?
Damn.
Yeah.
Pay extra.
Hey, hand me another one of them slices. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, we can't top that.
My people are calling in if there's a lot of Jimmy Jones.
Jimmy John.
Let's see if there is, and if not, we'll just we'll hold them.
And we'll ask him for a sponsorship.
Okay, so my grandmother passed away 2018 in a very random surgery gone wrong to fix her knee. And the night before the funeral, I went to party with my little brother and my cousins in Fort Worth at my cousin's house, which backs up to Lake Como. In the hood in Fort Worth. And in my cousin's backyard, he built this huge 4-foot tall slingshot with old bicycle tires and a giant tree crotch. And we spent the whole night. We spent the whole night doing meth and heroin and shooting gigantic rocks at the trains that would pass by Lake Como.
Awesome.
And then we had to be at my grandmother's funeral at like 11 a.m. and we were all pallbearers. And we all had to wear sunglasses. My little brother let me borrow a pair of Lokes, which is like the darkest gangster Mexican sunglasses, for the funeral because our eyes were bloodshot. We'd all been up for like 72 hours doing fucking heroin and ice. The end. It was very cathartic, but also so irresponsible. Anyway, this is Michael Rene Reyes from
Mikey.
Hey, Shane.
What's up, buddy? You're not even there.
I love that he goes meth, heroin, and then goes, here's my full name and the city I'm from.
He rules. He's so funny. He was like one of the funny, like we went to high school together. He was like Mexican punk rock kid. That's why we hung out pretty good. But I saw him in Austin, 10 years ago, and we were drinking, and he just goes, "It's snowing in the bathroom," and I was like, I'm good. God, I was like, for sure, yeah. Like I'm like that story is not exaggerated.
Chance of flurries,
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah,
It's just like wild to be like, like as a grandmother, like is that how you see your funeral going? Like you're just like, when I'm 82 and I pass, will I have a bunch of grandchildren who are still a little bit tweaking, struggling to carry my coffin up to the altar
before I'm smothered in earth?
Yeah. It's a beautiful thought. That no matter how well you do and how much you try, a bunch of shit's out of your control.
Have you ever been a pallbearer?
I have, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's a very male-dominated
Yeah, I've never done
sport. Yeah, we kind of own it. It's another. We put up crazy stats and that too.
The WPB is pulling up though. The women's pallbearer.
That
the
is
women's Paula bearer league.
Yeah. Not as entertaining to watch for some reason.
But fundamentally, it's very strong.
Is it hard? Is it heavy?
It's legit heavy. Yeah,
Really?
No,
I've always wondered.
It's legit heavy. Yeah.
Do you feel like some people have to carry more weight than other people?
100%.
Really?
Yeah,
for sure.
Are those things like what, 200 pounds?
No,
way more. Well, there's a person in there.
There's a person, and then also like depending on what it's like, what kind of wood it is, it can be actually very heavy.
Yeah, like I mean, let's say the person weighs 200 pounds on average.
Yeah,
and then you have the casket is at least another 100 pounds.
At least,
and probably way more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's also metal.
It has to hold the body.
Yeah,
as they're lowering it, so it doesn't. The bottom doesn't pop out.
I didn't think about that.
Like a plywood one would just like the body rolls out of
if you're going IKEA furniture with your coffin, it's like
yeah.
God damn. Yeah, I have had to do I think one or two, like a few of them, and you're just like
somebody's never.
It's a lot of pressure the first time.
Well, yeah, I mean, you do, for sure, because you're so nervous. Like, am I going to slip or something? Because this is the worst.
And there's always like, there's some where it's like you look at the team, like you look at the other five guys you're with, and you're like,
who's the weak link?
Yeah, you go, and then you're like, that man is 100,000 years old. Like,
This is
not
the time.
We are putting you center left in between the two biggest guys. There's like a lot. Yeah,
you always put the little ones on the centers.
Fucking thank God yesterday was leg day and I didn't wear out my shoulders.
That's beautiful.
Oh man.
But what a beautiful episode.
Yeah, we're really doing dynamite work here.
I know. I remember when we reached out to Jeremiah and I told him the idea for the episode. You were game, and
I'm always game.
You're insane for that. This has been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Please tell them where they can find you. And
I'm on social media at Jeremiah Stand Up across the board. You can get tickets to see me in a city near you at jeremiahwatkins.com. And then I've got a show called Stand Up on the Spot. And Trailer Tales you can check out on YouTube, and then I drop a lot of crowd work and stand up on my YouTube channel. I've got a new one that's called Jeremiah Messes with Texas, and it's from my Friday late show in Dallas that gets a little nutty. So
yeah, and thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, guys.
She's what are you, Funny Catherine or something like that? What on?
I'm it's Catherine Blanford on all social media.
Yeah, I'm Shane Torres on all social media. Round of applause for Keida, the producer,
Yay,
everyone.
Keida.
Filling the meters, playing the
go.
ones and twos, and running the smoke. We'll be back next week with our guest, war criminal Barack Obama.
They're idiots. Coastal